And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This still a one-possession game, 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. It's caught. This is White. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Up the gut, Fournette. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 61 yards. And the Bucks have come back to make it a 2-point game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Brady will look to throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, Bolden. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Up the middle they go. Bolden. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 1st down, Bolden, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Bolden, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing now is Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Throw for it on 4th down. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really important.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Bolden. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Carr to throw. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Throwing his Carr. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And we need overtime
time to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On second down, Jacobs.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Bolden. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down now, Bolden. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
First throw of overtime for Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
They'll run on first down. Bolden. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Up the middle they go. Bolden. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bolden. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
What now?
Carr going to go on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting. Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So it's a win here for the Raiders. And it was Derek Carr, Charles, who was really the star of the show.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.